Caitlin Clark's breakout year in basketball has been nothing short of extraordinary, and the impact of her decision to continue her WNBA career is monumental. Fans, analysts, and athletes alike have been eager to understand what Clark's future holds, and with her recent Instagram post confirming her return for a second season, the buzz surrounding her has only intensified. But what does this mean for the future of her career, and more importantly, the league as a whole? In this comprehensive breakdown, we'll dive deep into Clark's journey, her historic rookie season, the challenges she's faced, and how her decision to continue playing for the Indiana Fever is reshaping the landscape of women's basketball. Caitlin Clark's meteoric rise, a historic rookie season. When Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court for the first time in the WNBA, expectations were high, but no one could have predicted just how spectacular her debut season would be. Clark didn't just meet the hype, she exceeded it in every conceivable way. With an astounding 62 records broken during her rookie season, Clark has set a new standard for excellence in women's basketball. Her 337 assists in a single season established a new benchmark for playmakers. But that wasn't the only number that had statisticians scrambling. Clark averaged 19.2 points per game, alongside 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals. These were not just standout numbers for a rookie, they were elite numbers by any measure. In fact, she achieved something no freshman in the WNBA had ever done before: 2 triple-doubles in her debut season. These milestones, alongside her 19 assists in a single game, solidified Clark as one of the most dynamic players in the league, one capable of elevating her teammates and redefining what's possible on the court. Beyond the numbers, Clark's leadership breathed new life into an Indiana Fever franchise that had been struggling for years. Under her guidance, the Fever clinched their first 20-win season since 2015 and earned a spot in the playoffs for the first time in years. Her presence on the court didn't just lead to victories. It reignited the fan base, increased attendance, and made the Fever a must-watch team for the first time in a long while. In many ways, Caitlin Clark became the face of not just the Fever, but the entire WNBA, captivating audiences and inspiring a new generation of fans. The Instagram announcement: Clark confirms her return. After weeks of speculation and uncertainty, Caitlin Clark finally addressed the rumors surrounding her future in the WNBA with an Instagram post on October 2nd, 2024. In her post, Clark expressed her gratitude for her rookie season, writing, "Year 1 check. Thank you to the many people who have supported me as I've been able to live my childhood dream. I'm filled with gratitude as I reflect on this past year of my life. See you all in year 2. With those words, Clark put an end to the swirling rumors that she might leave the WNBA or switch to another sport. Her confirmation that she would be returning for a second season was met with a mixture of relief and excitement from fans and analysts alike. The timing of Clark's announcement was significant, coming off a season where she shattered records and became a media sensation. Many wondered if the pressure and expectations would drive her away from the spotlight. Instead, her Instagram post showed that she is not only ready to embrace the challenge, but eager to build upon the success of her rookie season. The impact of Clark's return, shaping the future of the WNBA. Caitlin Clark's decision to return for a second season with the Indiana Fever is more than just a personal milestone. It has the potential to shape the future of the entire league. Clark's rookie season brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA, setting viewership and attendance records and sparking renewed interest in women's basketball. Her return ensures that this momentum will continue, and many believe that her presence could usher in a new era for the WNBA. The Fever, in particular, stand to benefit immensely from Clark's return. With Clark at the helm and a talented core of players surrounding her, including Aaliyah Boston, the 2023 Rookie of the Year, the Fever have the potential to build a dynasty. Boston's presence in the paint, combined with Clark's court vision and playmaking ability, creates a formidable duo that could dominate the league for years to come. Add in the sharpshooting of Kelsey Mitchell and the versatility of Lexi Hull, and the Fever have all the pieces in place to become one of the top teams in the league. Clark's return also has broader implications for the WNBA as a whole. Her rookie season was a watershed moment for women's basketball, drawing millions of new fans to the sport and elevating the profile of the league. With Clark continuing to play at such a high level, the WNBA has a unique opportunity to capitalize on this newfound attention and grow its fan base even further. Handling the pressure, Caitlin Clark's poise under scrutiny. One of the most impressive aspects of Caitlin Clark's rookie season was the way she handled the immense pressure that came with being the face of a franchise and a league. From the moment she entered the WNBA, Clark was under the microscope, with fans and analysts scrutinizing her every move. Yet rather than succumbing to the pressure, Clark thrived in the spotlight. Her ability to stay composed in high-pressure situations drew comparisons to some of the greatest players in basketball history, including Larry Bird, Steph Curry, and even Michael Jordan. Like these legends, Clark has an uncanny ability to rise to the occasion when it matters most, delivering clutch performances and leading her team to victory. However, Clark's season was not without its challenges. During a crucial playoff game against the Connecticut Sun, Clark was involved in a controversial incident that left her sidelined.
Harassed by Carrington, finds Boston. Clark gets hit in the face by Carrington and is down. Caitlin Clark is down, no call as Connecticut takes advantage.
An eye poke from an opposing player went uncalled by the referees, sparking widespread debate about officiating standards in the WNBA. Despite the controversy, Clark remained focused and continued to perform at an elite level, further solidifying her reputation as one of the toughest and most resilient players in the league. Caitlin Clark's influence, the Caitlin Clark effect. It's hard to overstate the impact that Caitlin Clark has had on the WNBA. Her rookie season not only broke records, but also redefined what's possible for women's sports. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and it has transformed the WNBA in ways that few could have anticipated. During Clark's debut season, the WNBA saw a dramatic increase in viewership, with games featuring Clark regularly drawing over 1 million viewers. This was a quantum leap for a league that had struggled to consistently attract large audiences in the past. Clark's playoff debut, in particular, shattered records, with an average of 1.84 million viewers tuning in to watch her play, a number that hadn't been seen since the 2000 WNBA Finals. But it wasn't just TV ratings that benefited from Clark's presence. Attendance at Indiana Fever home games skyrocketed, with the team setting an all-time WNBA record for home attendance. Clark's magnetic presence drew fans to arenas both at home and on the road, turning the Fever into one of the hottest tickets in town. Even opponents had to book larger arenas to accommodate the surge in demand when the Fever came to play. Clark's influence extended beyond the basketball court as well. She became a social media sensation, amassing millions of followers on Instagram and becoming one of the most recognizable faces in women's sports. Her ability to engage with fans and promote the league through her platform has brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA, and her star power shows no signs of waning. Looking to the future, Caitlin Clark and the next chapter of her career. As Caitlin Clark prepares for her second season in the WNBA, the excitement surrounding her future is palpable. With a full year of professional experience under her belt and a deeper understanding of the game, many are predicting that Clark will take her performance to even greater heights in her sophomore season. The Indiana Fever, with their young and talented core, are in prime position to become a dominant force in the WNBA. Clark's playmaking ability, combined with the skills of her teammates, gives the Fever a legitimate shot at competing for a championship in the near future. Fans are eagerly awaiting to see how this team develops, and with Clark leading the way, the possibilities are endless. Caitlin Clark's journey from college phenom to WNBA superstar has been nothing short of remarkable. In just one season, she has revitalized a struggling franchise, broken records, and captured the hearts of fans across the nation. As she embarks on the next chapter of her career, there's no doubt that Caitlin Clark will continue to redefine what's possible in women's basketball. And the best part is, she's just getting started. Conclusion: the legacy of Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA and women's sports is already undeniable, and her legacy is still being written. From her record-breaking rookie season to her decision to continue playing for the Indiana Fever, Clark has proven that she is not only one of the best players in the league, but also a transformative figure for women's basketball. As she prepares for her second season, the basketball world watches with bated breath, eager to see what the future holds for this rising superstar. Her influence goes far beyond the court. Clark has become a role model for young athletes, inspiring the next generation to pursue their dreams and push the boundaries of what's possible. Her journey is a testament to the power of perseverance, talent, and unyielding determination. And as she continues to make history, there's no doubt that Caitlin Clark will leave an indelible mark on the sport of basketball. So, as we count down, Caitlin Clark's rise in the WNBA has been nothing short of transformative. After one of the most anticipated debut seasons in the league's history, Clark has solidified her status as a generational talent and a driving force in elevating the visibility and popularity of women's basketball. With a mix of extraordinary playmaking, leadership, and mental toughness, her impact is shaping not only her team's future, but also the trajectory of the WNBA as a whole. The pressure and scrutiny Clark faced. Caitlin Clark entered the WNBA under a spotlight that few athletes have experienced, especially in women's sports. From day one, she was compared to legends like Steph Curry, Larry Bird, and Michael Jordan, massive shoes to fill for any athlete, let alone a rookie. The pressure on Clark was immense, with every game becoming a major event scrutinized by both fans and analysts. Her performances were not just analyzed for their excellence, but also dissected down to every move, with expectations continually growing. Clark, however, didn't just live up to these expectations, she exceeded them. Despite the constant media attention and the inevitable challenges of adjusting to the professional league, she maintained a remarkable level of focus. Her ability to handle such pressure while consistently delivering elite performances speaks volumes about her mental toughness and maturity. One particularly trying moment came during the controversial eye poke incident against the Connecticut Sun. The incident sparked debates around player safety and officiating, placing even more scrutiny on Clark. Yet through it all, she remained composed and unfazed, continuing to elevate her game. Her resilience in the face of such adversity only further solidified her reputation as a generational talent, capable of handling the pressures of fame and intense scrutiny with grace and professionalism. Caitlin Clark's rookie season, a record-breaking performance. Clark's rookie season is one for the history books, breaking 62 records, including the WNBA's single-season assist record of 337. She established herself as one of the league's most versatile and complete players. Averaging 19.2 points per game, 8.4 assists, 5.7 rebounds, and 1.3 steals, Clark's stats put her in elite company. She didn't just break rookie records. She was putting up numbers that rivaled the league's best veterans. Her ability to make her teammates better was perhaps most impressive. Clark's leadership lifted the Indiana Fever from a team struggling to find an identity to one contending for playoff success. She helped the team secure their first 20-win season in nearly a decade, drawing fans back to the Fever and reigniting hope in the franchise's future. Her game wasn't just about scoring, it was about making her team better, opening up opportunities for her teammates with her court vision, precise passing, and high basketball IQ. The Instagram announcement and what it means for the WNBA. On October 2, 2024, Caitlin Clark finally ended weeks of speculation with a simple yet powerful Instagram post that confirmed her return for a second season in the WNBA. In a world where social media announcements have become the primary method for athletes to communicate directly with their fan base, this post carried immense weight. After remaining silent for an extended period, Clark's post not only settled the swirling rumors about her future, but also marked a pivotal moment for the WNBA, solidifying her status as one of the most influential players in the league's history. Clark's decision to stay with the Indiana Fever has implications that go far beyond just her personal career trajectory. Her rookie season had already set records for viewership, attendance, and fan engagement. By committing to a second year, she has ensured that the momentum she created will continue to drive the league's upward trajectory. This decision is not just about basketball, it signals a continued transformation in the way the WNBA is perceived on a global scale. With Clark at the forefront, the league is entering a new era of visibility, fandom, and financial growth. Her return means more packed arenas, higher television ratings, and a continued rise in merchandise sales, all of which are crucial for the league's long-term success. Clark's Instagram post was a direct message to her fans, expressing gratitude for the overwhelming support she received during her rookie year. She reflected on the surreal experience of living her childhood dream, playing professional basketball, and breaking records along the way. While her message was short, it carried a profound meaning. Caitlin Clark is just getting started. The fact that she chose Instagram, a platform where she has a massive following of over 2.9 million people, shows the power of her influence both on and off the court. It also highlights how players today use social media to connect with fans, share their journey, and make major career announcements that once required press conferences or official statements. The ripple effect of Clark's announcement extends throughout the WNBA. With the increased attention on Clark, other players and teams will also benefit from the rising popularity of the league. Opposing teams know that every game against the Fever will now be a high-profile matchup, bringing national attention. More fans will tune in to see her play, even if they aren't Indiana Fever supporters. This shift in viewership isn't just a win for the Fever, but for the entire league. It presents an opportunity for the WNBA to capitalize on Clark's growing star power and continue building the sport's profile. In the grand scheme of things, Caitlin Clark's announcement is more than just a commitment to a second season. It's a signal that the WNBA is on the cusp of something much bigger. Her presence brings hope for a brighter future, both for women's basketball and for the league as a whole. Challenges ahead. What the future holds for Clark and the Fever. As Caitlin Clark enters her second season, the challenges ahead are significant. Now that the league has had a full year to study her game, she will face even more scrutiny on the court. Defenders will be more prepared, and the pressure to replicate or surpass her rookie success will be immense. But if her first year is any indication, Clark is more than capable of handling the weight of expectations. The Indiana Fever, bolstered by a talented young core including Rookie of the Year Aaliyah Boston, have the potential to become a dominant force in the WNBA for years to come. Clark's partnership with Boston has the potential to rival the great duos in basketball history, combining Clark's playmaking and scoring ability with Boston's prowess in the paint. The Caitlin Clark effect, elevating the entire league. One of the most significant outcomes of Caitlin Clark's rookie season was the so-called Caitlin Clark effect. Her presence in the league didn't just elevate her own team, it elevated the entire WNBA. Games featuring Clark consistently drew over 1 million viewers, breaking records that had stood for decades. Her playoff debut alone drew an average of 1.84 million viewers, the highest for a WNBA playoff game since 2000. Beyond the viewership numbers, Clark's influence could be felt in the stands. Attendance at Fever home games reached an all-time high, with fans flocking to see her in action. Even away games saw a surge in attendance, as teams across the league had to move games to larger arenas to accommodate the growing interest in seeing Clark play. But perhaps the most important aspect of the Caitlin Clark effect is the way it has opened the door for women's basketball to reach new heights. Clark has become a cultural icon, transcending the sport in a way few athletes ever do. With over 2.9 million Instagram followers and a growing presence in popular culture, she has brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA, inspiring a new generation of fans and athletes. As Caitlin Clark prepares for her sophomore season, the sky is the limit. With a full off-season to rest, train, and continue developing her game, there's no telling just how much more she can accomplish. The 2025 season promises to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, with Clark leading the charge for both the Fever and the WNBA. The Fever's young core is only getting better, and with Clark at the helm, they have the potential to contend for a championship in the coming years. As the team continues to build chemistry, the possibilities are endless. But it's not just about the Fever. Clark's presence is elevating the entire league, bringing in new fans, media attention, and financial opportunities for players across the WNBA. In just one season, Caitlin Clark has already left an indelible mark on women's basketball. She has broken records, revitalized a franchise, and brought unprecedented attention to the WNBA. But perhaps most importantly, she has inspired a new generation of athletes and fans, showing them what's possible when talent, hard work, and determination come together. Clark's journey is far from over. As she enters her second season, the basketball world will be watching closely, eager to see what she will accomplish next. Whether she's breaking records, leading her team to victory, or inspiring the next generation of athletes, one thing is clear. Caitlin Clark is changing the game, and the best is yet to come.